guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is MEKNEX, and here on this channel I do everything hair. Recently I developed a series that I titled Amazing Things You Can Do with Your Straight Hair. Last week we faked natural hair using straight hair, and this week we are going to be making the latest wig in town. And if you are an old subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. If you are a new subscriber, thank you so much for clicking on that red subscribe button. And if you are here, you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do not click off without clicking on that red subscribe button. With that being said, and with my son disturbing so much, let's jump right into the video. Today, I'm going to be making a headband wig. And this is the hook I'm going to be using for the headband. Now we're going to be making the headband first before we get into the wig. I'm just going to cut out this hook that I'm going to be using. I would not be using this one because last time this hook messed up my hair. It was pulling at my hair and everything it could pull at. And this is the cloth I'm going to be using. I got it from this shirt here. I just cut it out, though my cutting is not perfect. So I'm going to sew in this hook before I close this headband. So I'm just measuring to see how it will look like when I'm done sewing it. So I'm not going to close it first. I'm going to sew it in. Okay, I have finished sewing this in. I sewed it off camera. Why I sewed this first before folding this headband is so that you won't see the thread on this headband. And please, when you're doing this, measure your headband. Try and hook it. Just be sure to do this so you don't sew the hook where it won't close. Okay, now we'll fold it in and stitch it again. Alright, I'm done stitching. My stitch 2 is still not perfect. Alright, I'm going to flip it over now, and all these imperfections won't show anymore. That is the reason why I did everything before closing. Alright, I'm almost done. So I'm just putting it in so I know how to fold this other end. So you see the headband is already looking finished. It's really fine and looking new. So now I'm going to be folding this part and using a needle to sew it in a way that it won't come out, in a way that the stitch won't be showing. So I'm just going to get a needle now and sew it, then come back to the camera. So this is what it looks like after sewing through. So to start the wig, I'm going to be cutting my hair into 2 halves and then folding one half in a way that one is longer than the other, so that the shorter parts will go to the back and then the longer parts front. So I'm using this powder to make a line. Though you might not see it, but I'm going to be seeing this line. So I would advise that you measure the headband and the line where you are going to be cutting off. So whichever place your headband ends, I think that's where you should cut off. But if your wig cap is really small, maybe you should just measure the headband and then remove a little bit of the cap if the wig cap is really small. This one is small, that's why I'm not going to be using all the measurements of the wig cap. So the first thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to use this straight hair and go around this wig, the places I made mark. So I'm going to go around as if I'm making a ponytail. This will help when I'm putting this hair in a ponytail. So you have to maybe do it this way, or you can get another method you want to use. But this method helps it stay perfect when you want to make a ponytail with your headband wig. Now I'm done going around. I'll just go in randomly with the hair. Just go in randomly. But putting too much of this hair will make your wig look crazy. So you just go in important places, but leave space, leave gaps in between. Because if you put it so much, you are going to look crazy. I bet you. So now I'm just going to be giving this hair a wavy look using stockings. So while I'm waiting for this hair to dry, I'm going to be fixing the headband. And I'm going to fix it first before I start sewing, so that I know where the headband is. So I'm going to flip it over and sew from under, so that when I turn it again, the part where I sewed will not be showing. And I'm going to sew from one ear to the other. Now that I'm done sewing in the headband, I'm going to be cutting off the leftover wig cap.